Hey, hey, howdy. In this lesson, we are going to do quite a very specific skill, and it has the level of difficulty is quite high. So if you don't feel like you are up for that, probably don't do it. You could screw up some things more than make them better. But what I want to show you here is how you could talk to an NPC, a non-playing character, and actually follow them somewhere. They can guide you somewhere, and you can even have them disappear after they've guided you there. So what I want to have happen in my game is this guy. And again, I'm not going to have any. You can have this according to your context. So I have no context here whatsoever. So please have a storyline. But I'm going to follow this green-haired guy to the cave door. He's going to tell me to go to the cave door, and then he's going to disappear as if he goes inside the cave. So again, this could be towards any context, but just be aware of what your context is and how you're going to use it. So I'm going to go pretty quickly here, but it has some switches in it. It has a lot of different intricacies that you're going to want to be careful of. But first of all, I've got this character. So he's got, on page 1, he just says, follow me into the cave. You can have a whole bunch of different contexts here. But what I need to do now is make a new event page where he starts walking. And again, what you'll notice here is that he's fixed in movement. If you have him moving around, then the movement won't work, because we're going to do a custom route here in just a little bit. So what we're going to do is create a new event page, and I'm going to put in the same guy. And this, so what we need to do in the second event page, so he's going to say follow me into the cave on event page 1. On event page 2, we're going to have him do a very custom route. Now for him, you can see I need him to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 times, to the left 4 times, and up. I'm going to have him go up twice to here and then disappear. So the custom route, you can click on Move Route, and I want him to go up, 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 left, 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 up, up. So he should end up at this spot right here. Okay? So a few things, first of all, that we're going to need to do is we need to activate this page with a self-switch, because we have 2 event pages. So if you haven't seen the self-switch video yet, this won't make any sense to you. You should probably watch that video first, because this is a very specific part of self-switches which you might not want to use. So, but what I'm going to do here is on tab 1, right after he says follow me into the cave, I'm going to insert a self-switch, and then on page 2 I'm going to make it so once that self-switch is on, he'll do it. Another thing that you want to be aware of is the movement of the NPCs. I have found just through practice, you don't want them to move too slowly. So if you leave the speed at slow and frequency at low, he'll move very slowly to the cave door. I found that the best one for the most realistic movement is the speed to be fast and the frequency to be on highest. That'll be kind of a normal walking speed. Especially if frequency highest is pretty important, so that he doesn't just pause after every single step that he takes. The speed you might want to play around with. But so I have him going to that cave door, and you can even see now that it works, but he won't disappear. So let me just play my game. So if I go up to him, it activates that path. But the problem is that he just stays here. So if you want him to stay, that's no problem. Maybe you'd have him go to the side of the cave so you're not trapped, and then you can go into the cave without him disappearing. If you'd like him to disappear, what you have to do is create a third event page. So what we're going to do here is create a third event page where he's just gone. Okay, but what we need to do is somehow activate that, and I just need to put it in the right place here. A third event page where he's gone. Now we have to activate that with a switch inside the route. So on page 2 where he moved, you have to, after his movement of up, 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 left, 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 up, up, I need to turn on a switch after the movement. And my switch here, I've already named it, is called Disappear Man. So he's going to turn on, he's going to move, and then turn on a Disappear Man switch. And then what I have to do is on page 3, I have to make his disappearance, again, this is the effect, the disappearance be activated once the Disappear Man switch is on. So a little bit weird. So again, here's the review. Page 1, he says follow me and turns on a self switch. Page 2, the condition is that the self switch is on, and then I set up a custom route. After that custom route, I had to turn on a switch with this activation here. And then on page 3, the disappeared NPC has to have a condition of that switch that you just had after the custom route turned on as a condition. Okay, so let's just see that it works, and then I'll show you one last glitch that I'd have you have to work on yourself. So my game currently works. Okay, so we'll go up there, and he goes into the cave because he disappeared. The problem in RPG, it's not a problem, but if you want him to be inside of that cave when you go in, which he's not right now, you need to also have an event up here or wherever where he is actually appearing. Okay, so there's a lot going on there.